to another Listcussion. This one will be sung the whole way.
Please don't.
Someone please auto-tune this because I sound like shit. But
Wow. The musical episode of the
That's gonna be awful.
yeah, someone better have auto-tuned that, otherwise it's going to just be flat. All right, so today on our Listcussion show, we are going to be talking about 15 games that were banned and why. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what a Listcussion show is, we basically grab all of the lists from other people, combine them to make our own list, and we discuss the contents of them. No list is unique at this point because there's about 1 billion websites that do them all.
Yeah, there's literally all kinds of YouTube channels.
We should list all of the YouTube channels and websites that do it.
Watch
And why?
Mojo being
And why
the
do they
first
do that?
one.
But the problem with lists is most of the information is the exact same, just copy and paste it over. So we thought it'd be fun to talk about the contents. Starting off, so today, because we love Rob's reactions, we're talking about games that were banned and why they were banned. And I'm starting off nice and strong, okay?
All right.
Nice and strong. Rape Play. That's a game. Look at Natalie just laugh.
Oh, I like what this is
I'm not
going.
even sure I want to know.
Yeah, you do. Of course you do. You're here for it.
I do kind of want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Do
I
you
want to
wanna-
know a little bit.
Just ask me, Rob. Ask me what it's about.
What is that game about?
It's a controversial game that was developed by a Japanese studio and released in
Of course
2006.
Japanese.
Of course it was Japanese, right?
99% of the world's craziest stuff comes out of Japan.
Though the game is you are a sexual predator whose job is to forcibly sleep with a mother and her 2 daughters. It's a game.
I mean, I don't understand how somebody would think that's like a good idea, though.
I don't know either.
Hey guys, I have a great idea for a game. All right, what's the basis of it? You rape people.
Who approved it? I want
So
to know.
the game
That's
is
messed
banned
up.
in multiple countries after release. It's illegal to sell it in Argentina, Indonesia, and New Zealand. Here in the States, it received an adults-only rating, which meant that most retailers wouldn't even stock it.
I thought you were going to say it received like a 4.5 out of 5.
Not bad. Would
IGN
recommend.
gave it a 9 out of 10.
But don't worry, guys. You can get it online still.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
I bet you
can?
can.
You know what that means. You know what that means.
What?
Never get it.
Are we gonna do an episode on it?
No, we're not gonna.
I was like, we're not.
Yeah,
doing
we're
that.
not doing that.
I'm not
no.
playing that game.
We've played something that was very inappropriate before, and it's never made it to the channel. So let's keep it that way.
Oh, yeah.
House
House
Party.
Party.
Yeah, House Party.
Did you know House Party got kicked off of Steam, so they had to come up with censoring it?
Oh, I'm sure.
I believe it.
Yeah, but it wasn't banned. It just got kicked off Steam until they censored it.
Until they censor.
I mean, you're literally just walking around with a big penis sticking out.
All right. Anyway, number 14, Manhunt number 2.
I want to say I've heard of Manhunt.
Manhunt was a title in which you were a psychopathic killer and you had to go mass murder people, basically.
It's not really different from Friday the
But
13th.
at the time,
or...
it was something. You know?
When did it come out?
I want to say like 2005. He didn't put it on here for us, but it was. Rockstar decided to have an even worse game than Grand Theft Auto due to the success of Grand Theft Auto, so it dipped its toe into the brutal world of snuff porn with Manhunt.
Wow.
The first game in this series saw government pushback in New Zealand and other nations, but the second, which amped up the gore and brutality to previously unseen levels, got hammered through the eye. I don't know where Houston got that line.
You know,
He's not that clever. He took it from some website.
I'm gonna go out on a limb
That's
here.
kind of rude.
I bet Carmageddon is on that list.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
But Manhunt 2 was refused classification in the UK, and so basically it would never get a rating. Rockstar went back in, added graphical filters to obscure the gore, and an edited version was released in the UK. It was banned for sale entirely in Germany, Ireland, New Zealand, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia, as well as South Korea. South Korea also banned the original.
Wow. That sounds pretty brutal.
So,
Which is kind of weird because South Korea doesn't mind you playing as like Protoss going through and just wiping out entire, towns and villages. That's perfectly okay.
but they're
it's
not
in-
gory
yes,
and graphic about
yes,
it.
they're not.
They just go.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cute.
So loss of life is
Wow,
okay as long
genocide's
as
cute
it's not
as hell.
bloody.
Oh my god, the way to disappear, dude. What do you have to twist my words?
Genocide's cute.
Make
You
me
heard it
sound-
here
my
oh my
God,
god, make me
dude.
sound so
That
terrible.
should be our first shirt.
You're the one.
What?
Genocide's cute.
You're the one that's playing StarCraft, not me, all right? Leave me out of this.
Yeah, like, oh man, dude, this guy, like he just murdered a guy. Yeah, but it's okay though because there was no blood at the crime scene. So,
All right,
everything's all right now.
Number 13. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter. Dude,
Why?
I believe that.
what? Why? Okay, before I
Why?
read
No,
this,
What do you mean you
I'm
believe
sorry.
that?
It was a wartime game. Like, I don't know.
So Mexico got really pissed off, and they forbid it to be sold. In Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter 2, it's not an insanely long title, but it was a well-received tactical shooter. Unfortunately, the game's opening mission doesn't paint the city of Juarez in a good light.
Juarez.
Juarez.
Juarez?
Do you know,
you serious?
do you know
Juarez?
how many times in video games Paris has been destroyed, London has been destroyed, and Juarez
Yeah, but
is
I mean,
like,
but
oh.
it's France though.
Of course,
Like,
yeah, of course it's France. It's
France
like the
always
whole
gets
Europe.
destroyed.
Yeah, man, it doesn't matter. It's cool. Like New York City, it doesn't matter. It's New York, right?
It's-
It doesn't matter.
It's France in World War II. Hey guys, we have this line. We're gonna stop the Germans. Okay. Well, what happens if they go around it? I mean, damn. I think they already did.
So anyway, the Mexican authorities, your tactical team works with the Mexican authorities to clear out the guerrillas in the city streets, engaging in brutal fights. The mayor of Juarez wasn't terribly popular with a video game painting a city in an unsafe manner, and he convinced the governor to ensure the seizure of any copies in the game and forbid it from being sold.
When did that game come out?
Oh, it's next. I'll yell at Houston to give us.
Well, I mean,
I'm honestly. I'll yell at him next.
No, if that was in the midst of the whole like, oh my god, everybody's dying in Mexico thing, then I could easily see that being the case because like there's already enough fear built up that like if you go to Mexico, you're gonna get shot in like a drug shootout or something.
Yeah.
Right.
So I mean, I could see them easily being like, hey, look, we need to like curb down people being afraid of us because like we're broke. We need that tourist money.
Wow.
Oh my
I'm
God,
just saying,
Rob.
man.
Rob has now insulted France and Mexico in this episode. I wonder how many other countries he's going to be insulting before we hit the end of this.
I'm not gonna insult. I didn't insult
In
Mexico.
behalf of France, we hate you.
Everybody wonders why the French hate Americans.
Because of you,
It's
Rob.
because of me.
That's why.
Because of Rob. Number 12. Postal 2.
Dude, that game was bloody. I believe that. You're a postal worker that loses their mind. Yeah, I believe that.
You're a postal worker who is driven to a violent and homicidal rampage.
Yeah.
He wrote often by Gary Coleman. I guess I'm assuming talked or whatever. And their anarchy sense of humor it was definitely an acquired taste. The country of New Zealand, safe to say, never acquired that taste.
Yeah, no, that usually tops the charts or not really tops it, but it's usually like in the top 5 of games that just get banned.
New Zealand's ban on the game cites gross and abhorrent content, urination, high impact violence, animal cruelty. I can't say cruelty for some reason. Homophobia, racial and ethnic stereotypes as reasoning, and let's be fair, all of those things are in the game.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Owning a copy of the game comes with a $1,400 fine.
Holy.
Really? Wow. That's in New Zealand, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I don't have to worry about anybody knocking on my door.
You have a copy of Postal Tool just hanging out at your house?
Could you see the police?
I can neither confirm nor deny that I have a copy of Postal
kicking
2.
in your door and going like, all right, where's your copy?
You're under arrest for having Postal 2. Put your hands up.
Okay, Custer's Revenge is number 11. This is an old school.
Yeah, that sounds old school.
So I've seen this in every 1,000 other lists out there, okay? Custer's Revenge was on the Atari 2600 in 1982. Wow. And you are cast as a horny General Custer who has a pixelated boner, and you have to walk across the screen in a hail of arrows to pork a Native American woman tied to a pole. That's how it was written here.
I mean, I could see that being pretty extreme for 1982.
The entire point, I guess, was to rape a Native American woman.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah, that would
When
be
it was
why.
released, it sparked moral panic, and anti-sex feminist Andrea DeWorkin claimed that it generated many gang rapes of Native American women. Oh, I love those arguments.
I mean,
Games directly caused this.
Well, I guess my question is, did it actually really, or was she just saying it?
I guarantee you she was just saying that. I mean,
I have no idea.
do we ever have any
sure.
arguments where a game was directly related?
I mean, there are plenty of arguments that want to make you believe that, but
Do you
Is
think
it-
people can be impacted psychologically by a
Yeah.
video game?
yeah,
You don't think
a
so?
lot of I don't know, man.
If a man can try to shoot like President Ronald Reagan because he wanted to impress Jodie Foster, I'm pretty sure people can be influenced by video games.
To the degree that they like to make it in this,
Yeah,
though. I mean,
yeah.
do you really want to think that a pixelated boner caused people to run off and
Yeah,
rape
see
Native
nowadays
American women?
I would see
I don't
that
know.
nowadays because of the graphics. You know,
This
but
argument's
when
going
it's-
on a weird
when
twist.
You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
The offending phallus looked real enough,
I could totally back it up.
definitely.
You don't think VR is definitely
Number
Okay,
11.
all right.
We're going to move
Sir,
forward.
why did you do that? I didn't realize what I was doing. I had my VR helmet on. I thought I was still at home.
I'm waiting for this.
That reminds me of
I'm
Ballers.
waiting for this to happen.
Ballers has the
I'm
thing where he's
waiting.
sitting with the women on the VR stacks.
Oh, dude, that was so hilarious.
When that happens, though, Rob, you owe me like a dinner or something.
No, I
Promise
don't.
you. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I'll
For
agree with
laughing
that.
at me,
You'll owe her
yeah.
a dinner of pork sausages.
And moving
That's
on.
your wife, man.
No, I meant actually. Oh, God,
Oh, okay. I was like, dude. It's like, man,
Moving on.
Number 11.
this is getting weird, dude.
Oh, gosh.
The Pokemon trading card game.
Why?
Why? It's
Saudi
Pokemon.
Arabia went ahead and banned it, the electronic and the physical versions, from import. Pikachu, the beloved Pokemon, and his fellow Pokemonsters were considered a threat to national security.
Oh, because nothing says dangerous like Pikachu.
The symbols used for energy in the game resemble the Star of David, which everyone
Oh
knows is
my
connected to
God.
the international
All right.
Zionism and Israel's national emblem.
All right, let's
Promoting
move on.
Zionism is a big no-no in many Middle Eastern states for obvious geopolitical reasons. It didn't matter to the Saudi clerics that the resemblance was unintentional.
Wow.
Moving on.
You got
I mean, that kind of makes sense. though.
at least that one makes
Like,
sense.
if you walked into a grocery store with like a symbol on your shirt that kind of looked like a swastika, people would be like, "You need to get out of here," or like, "We're gonna kick your ass."
All right, number 10? 10. Number 10.
I have no idea what number we're on. Number something.
Grand Theft Auto.
Which one?
In 2008, a young man named Polwat Chino hailed a Bangkok taxi, and when it was time to pay for his ride, instead pulled out a knife and stabbed the driver to death. The cops picked him up, and he blamed Grand Theft Auto for his violent actions, stating that killing seemed easy in the game.
And this is
he
exactly
needed money
why
to play it.
I made that argument earlier.
He needed money to play it because he was playing it at internet cafes. The government responded by outlawing all GTA games in one fell swoop.
So people are influenced by the games they play?
I guess so.
At least they claim they are.
Well, you know, it's like Harry Potter and the Imperious Curse. You know, how do you sort out the ones who were lying? I have no idea how you would do that. I'm assuming Harry Potter's real, but I don't know. Waiting on my owl. I've been waiting on my owl for years. It's on its way.
Number 9.
Be here any moment now.
Command and Conquer Generals.
Why?
The game was banned in China.
I like how you,
Oh,
you have your microphone in front of you and you're just like talking around your microphone.
Banned in China. It was banned in China, which makes sense. Command and Conquer, you're always fighting the red enemy and all that stuff. But the game's story mode starts off with a nuclear device being detonated in Beijing, followed by the destruction of the Three Gongs Dam. The sight of legendary Chinese landmarks pissed off the country's government so much that they issued a blanket ban on the entire series.
I could see that.
Yeah.
It would be like if Russia released a game like How to Destroy America. It would
Or
probably
like,
be
you
banned
know,
here.
France just finally got tired of everyone blowing up the Eiffel Tower in every movie and video game.
It's true.
What's France gonna do?
Ban the games!
Write us a strongly worded letter.
That's right.
France.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. You know, you're actually making fun of us, but you know, where is Ubisoft coming from? All the games that you play.
Yeah, man, and how on the decline has Ubisoft been for the last while?
Not at all. They just
They
started with
make- they-
Nintendo. What are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. Assassin's Creed.
All right,
They're
moving
just
on.
they're just releasing a new
No, this
game.
is a discussion for another video.
Assassin's Creed. I win.
Listen,
This game is over now.
Listen, like,
I
do
won.
you know how wrong you are right now, saying that they're on the decline?
I won.
Number 8.
I won.
You
They're
have
not
no,
making-
you have no.
They're not
backing.
making good games
No
anymore.
back. Okay, all right.
Bully.
I won, and they're from like Montreal or something like that.
You're really clueless, right?
There's like Ubisoft Montreal.
There's
Okay, fine. Then I'll give you that. France has one thing going for it. France has Ubisoft.
Moving on.
Number 8.
Congratulations,
They
France.
have the Louvre too, I'd say, but number 8.
It's impossible to get into the Louvre.
You just
And all
walk
the good
in.
food too. All the good food that you're trying to copy.
Yeah, you say so. You guys don't have ribs?
Oh my God. We're never going to finish this list, Rob.
Do you guys really have ribs in France?
Ugh,
Like barbecue ribs?
ribs. I'm sorry, but to me, ribs is not one of the best foods ever.
Oh, what?
Moving
Say
on.
that
So number
again.
8,
Moving
bully.
on.
The game where you're a bully at a
Hold
school.
on.
You want me to repeat it again? Because I will.
Yeah, I mean, just to make sure I heard you, I just repeat what you said a second ago.
All right, moving on. It's fine. It's cool.
Ribs.
We can.
This is way over time, Rob. I'd like to get through it. We're only halfway through this list.
Ribs are amazing.
This is going to turn into like the 7 banned games.
I'm just saying, it's ribs, man.
Bully. The
Ribs are
game where you're a
delicious.
bully in a school. It was banned in Rio Grande do Sul, which is the southernmost province of Brazil.
Wow.
And it brought the hammer down on bullies shortly after the game was released. The argument is that the setting of the game could be potentially harmful to teenagers. A fine of 1,000 Brazilian reals per day could be levied on anyone selling or owning the game. I don't know what a Brazilian real is, but that sounds like a lot of money.
It's their currency, but yeah, I have no idea.
Is it like a peso? Because that's like a dollar.
I have no clue. I don't even know what the currency exchange is between Rio and the United States.
Rio.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
So do you guys agree or disagree with bully being banned?
I mean,
Did you play that one?
No.
You're a bully in a high school. That's what it is.
So did like the kid just beat the hell out of you one day?
No, you beat the hell out of them. And you
Yeah,
showed them
but
in
like-
lockers and stuff.
Well, that doesn't seem very realistic. Back when I was in school, we had bullies, and they usually got the hell beat out of them. Because they just
Good.
keep picking on that one kid, and then that one kid would just like beat the hell out of him one day.
That's good. That's
There were a
good.
couple times when I was the bully that got beat up.
Oh.
And then there were some times I'm the one that beat up the bully. Life's a give and take, folks.
Number 7.
Give and take. Number 7.
EA Sports MMA.
I thought you were gonna say EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports is the game.
We used to be a good company.
In 2000
We could've known that.
they attempted to make an MMA game without the UFC license, and it got banned in Denmark.
Of all the places it could get banned, Denmark. Is that where all the MMA licenses come from? I don't understand.
Apparently, it was banned because of energy drinks. It featured in-game advertisements for caffeine and sugar concoctions before the bouts. That's against the law in the country. Rather than produce an alternate build of the game with those ads removed, EA just let it be banned because it was failing so hardcore.
Oh no.
Well, you know what? I don't want to live in a country that ban energy drinks, and that's just all there is to
Yeah,
it.
Ben would die. out
Monster
there.
Rehab is when I need to start my day. Some coffee.
Number 6.
Maybe like some eggs or
I think we're on
something.
6.
No, we're on
I
number
think so.
we're on number 8. I thought it was number 7.
We got 7.
Number something.
Number something. The guy game.
What?
The guy game.
I'm imagining what this game is.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do you think it is before I explain what this one is?
We're
Because
like-
this one isn't a well-known title.
So do you just like run around and try to pick up chicks?
Nope. Do you know the game Jack in the Box or Jack something Jack Attack? It's a trivia game.
No.
Okay, well it's a trivia game. Guy game is a trivia game.
Okay.
You basically answer the questions on your trivia game, and you're rewarded with full motion videos of women taking their tops off.
I don't see what's wrong with that.
I don't see a problem with this game.
I remember when this game came out. It was 2004. Yeah, so I was like 19, 20, and I was like, I need to get my hands on the guy game.
Yeah. That sounded like it was a pretty amazing game.
Yeah. So basically, the problem with this game is that they didn't get clearance on the age of the women. And one of the girls in the game was only 17.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
You would think that'd be like one of the first things they would do.
Uh-huh. So quickly, the game became in violation of child pornography statutes.
I'm sure it
Oh
did.
gosh.
And a lawsuit quickly followed, and Texas went ahead and forbid additional copies from being sold because of the whole thing.
I mean, I assume it would just be banned across the country at that point.
Yeah. Oh, at that point, it slowly but surely just got banned everywhere. So.
Wow.
Okay, Natalie. I'm sorry. But number
5, 4.
Number next. Number next.
when I can see the bottom of the list, I know we're near the end. I can start counting again. Fallout 3 is banned in Australia,
Why?
encouraging drug use.
It's a game in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. There's mutants, like people being forced to live their days in like a VR simulation, and they're miserable. And that's what it gets banned for?
All I have to say is, I'm sorry you didn't get to experience the incredibleness of Fallout 3
So
Australia.
it caused. See, here's the thing. In the game, you originally used morphine to power yourself up and do various things. Because morphine is a drug, Australia banned the entire thing. So the game swapped it out for Med X.
I mean, morphine's as much of a drug as like Tylenol, just more intense. I mean,
Sure, you can go buy morphine at a drugstore. Just welcome. Just give me all the morphine.
You know what I mean, man.
Can I have the 200 milligram morphine?
It's not an illicit drug. Like, it can be medically
Do
prescribed.
they have a child's morphine?
Like, a doctor's not going to be like, all right, sir, like, you just got finished with surgery. Here's a prescription for, like, cocaine. Like, it doesn't work that way. It's a medically prescribed drug. It's fine.
So anyway, they banned it because of the use of chems. Ultimately, it was lifted when it was scaled back and morphine was changed to Med X. But yeah, I mean, it's not much more. They fixed it.
So they just changed the name?
They changed morphine to Med X.
So,
that was fun.
when they fixed it, then Australia got to play it again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Witcher 2 was also banned in Australia. Number whatever we're on.
3 or
Witcher
4?
2.
Witcher 2.
Seriously?
3 or 4?
Because there was a scene in the game where you got to have sex as a reward for a quest, and you got to pick yes or no. So Australia banned it.
So what about Witcher 3? And
Yeah, or like
Witcher-
God of War.
I don't know. No, they basically made a special version of Australia where Geralt just refuses sex.
That's ridiculous. No, I'm
just
sorry,
not-
ma'am. I've had enough sex today.
That's just not how Geralt is. I'm sorry. It's just
I know Geralt likes to have sex
Yeah.
with Yennefer and a unicorn. Remember, Rob?
hey, that is no,
Yes, I
okay.
remember.
You don't need to have sex on the unicorn. It's just
It helps.
It was
Sure,
does not
whatever.
help. My question would be like, why is this unicorn here, and where did it come from? And can we like sell it and make money?
It's supposed to be decoration. It's the stuffed unicorn, Rob. It's not real. It's a stuffed unicorn.
Hold on, you're telling me unicorns are not real?
Oh my god.
So here's the best one, guys, and it's the last one. So number 1. And if this count is all way off, I want every single one of you to go in the comments and be like, Houston, you have failed me.
For the last time.
For the last time.
No,
After this,
even better.
He's
say,
fired.
Houston, you had one job, keeping track of what you put on the script. He can hear me through the walls right
Yeah,
now.
Now
no,
we
we
just
can't.
sound like idiots because of him.
All right, well, yeah, but it works.
I mean, he does more than
Yeah.
usual.
I mean, I don't sound like an idiot. I sound
well,
like
you
a
kind of did
genius.
because you said number next. So
No, that was right. It was, next. It was the next one, and we needed to have a number, so it was number next.
We had this discussion earlier talking about a game known as Mass Effect.
oh my god.
It was banned in Singapore for lesbianism. You could be a lesbian in Mass Effect.
Yeah, I know, but I mean,
Technically, it's not really.
Because it contained an optional scene with Lady Shepard and Liara. By the way, when I played Mass Effect, that was my sex scene.
Liara is not human.
Doesn't matter. That's what I.
It's an alien.
That's
It's an
what I
alien.
as
It's an alien.
anybody out there on the internet will tell you, it doesn't matter if she's not human as long as she has
Now,
female
see,
features.
Now listen, I would actually agree with them if it was Miranda and Shepard. But the fact that it's Liara
Well,
and
anyway,
Shepard.
it came out of the fact that Singapore did not have an actual rating system. And so they had no way to go, oh, we have no way to rate a lesbian relationship.
So they just
They
banned
got
it?
a huge amount of backlash. They immediately lifted the ban, and they just rated the game at mature 18 only.
So they created a rating system.
They
for it.
created a rating system because of Mass Effect.
Wow.
Because Mass Effect had a lesbian relationship.
They can cane the heck out of a kid that spray painted stuff, but you can't have a lesbian sex
Yeah.
scene. Wow. Good job, Singapore.
And then he's got another one listed down here, which may technically be number 1 or may not. But we'll just say number whatever we're on. This is
Number-
gonna be a running
number
gag, and
negative
we can't
1.
keep track of what we're doing on those
You-
guys.
Yeah.
Well,
You guys in the comments, we need you guys to keep track
Yeah, you need to
could
start
just-
counting for us.
for us.
I don't think it's Houston's
All
fault so
video
much as
games-
your fault.
All games were banned, and no, he didn't put numbers on here.
I think you should just like go through it and then just count and then just put the name.
No, it's too hard for that.
See, now you're just splitting hairs.
Yeah.
Natalie.
All video games were banned in Greece for using electronics and software.
What?
Yeah, all video games, because Greece treated them like online gambling. So in 2002, they enacted a law which undercut illegal gambling, establishing a blanket ban on all devices that contained electronic mechanism and software. That applied to both citizens and foreigners, so bringing a Game Boy to your Athens vacations would land you in jail for a year.
What?
The EU promptly slapped the government of Greece with an injunction for being dumb, and the ban was allowed to quietly lapse 3 years later.
You know, I bet that if Greece had been like, hey, we're just going to tax it, like tax gambling, instead of banning it, then like their whole economy wouldn't have tanked.
I don't know. You're having a discussion for another day. But
Well,
we are
you know,
way over our time right now.
least
So
they
how do you
have
guys feel about
they
these
have-
band titles, Rob?
They have Yanni music in Greece.
If you want more of Rob rambling, subscribe to the channel now.
all those new age hippies love that stuff.
Natalie, what do you think about the band games?
Some of them were, understandable, of course, but some others were out there, for sure.
Rob?
I do not agree with the banning of games. Sometimes you just have to experience the weird in order to appreciate the normal.
And remember,
That's why you hang out with us.
That's exactly why I hang out with you.
in the end, it's only a game, so.
All right, well, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get more Listcussions weekly right here where we go over other people's lists and comment how we feel about them.
It sounds so shameless when you say that.
Hey, at least I'm just admitting what we're doing.
Where we steal other people's work and then talk about
Well,
it.
no, because here's the kicker. Other channels just take lists and they're like, well, we made this one up. No, you didn't. You just found all the information on other lists.
Yeah, don't lie to me.
Whoever made the first list is the only guy who did the research.
So watch Mojo.
If you're gonna lie to me,
Mojo. Watch
if you're gonna
Mojo's
lie to me,
list.
make sure it's about something that like I want to be lied about. Lie to that,
Thank you guys. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Eligible Monster, on our Facebook at Eligible Monster, on our Twitch TV at Eligible Monster. You can also find us individually at Comic Story and Comics Explained, Zodiacal Candy, and subscribe right now to get more free content right here at Eligible Monster.
I really hope he's going to put some kind of heavy metal music, otherwise you'll just look like a fool.
He was supposed to put heavy metal music, but
The fact that you just did that is what astounds me the most about you. When I start talking about like the weird, so you can appreciate the normal, that's what I'm referring to right there.